You don't realize it yet, but everything you own is slowly slipping away. Every morning, as you wake up and check your bank balance, glance at your investments, or scroll through your online accounts, the system is quietly squeezing your control, eroding your wealth, and reshaping your life. Europe is collapsing in ways most people don't notice, yet the consequences are already reaching you. This is not abstract. This is not theory. This is a real scenario that could directly affect your home, your savings, your job, and even your freedom. Banks, governments, and global power blocks are not just moving numbers. They are redistributing what you think is yours. And you might not even realize it until it's too late. Watch closely. By the end of this video, you will see exactly how the system can strip you of control unless you understand it. The sooner you see it, the sooner you can act. Ignorance will cost you more than you think. Pause for a moment and imagine the implications for your life. Every detail matters. Every decision, every choice you make is quietly shaped by forces far beyond your awareness. Your money in the bank is not safe in the way you imagine. Inflation silently eats away your purchasing power. Interest rates quietly change the rules of your life. Debt cycles tighten like invisible chains around your daily choices. Every financial decision, every policy shift, every move by faraway powers ripples through your reality. Europe's crumbling industrial base, the relocation of factories overseas, energy dependencies, all these are not just statistics. They are shaping what you can own and control. Your house, your car, your savings, even your career, they are all affected by these invisible forces. And the more unaware you remain, the faster control slips through your fingers. Think about it. A factory closing hundreds of miles away can directly determine whether your skills remain in demand, whether your paycheck holds value, whether your neighborhood thrives or collapses. Each of these shifts is a warning, silently signaling your decreasing freedom. And when multiple shifts compound, the effect accelerates, unseen but unstoppable. Awareness is power. Recognizing these mechanisms is the first step to reclaiming some sense of control. Every policy, every financial strategy, every debt instrument, every energy dependency, all of these have consequences for you personally. The struggle between the United States and China, shifting alliances in Europe, the redistribution of global resources, none of it is abstract. Each move will ripple into your personal life, whether you see it or not. Your ownership, your freedom, your independence are being quietly redefined every single day. You might feel secure now, but each unobserved shift is quietly rewriting what you can keep, what you can hold, and how free you really are. And this is happening even if you have no interest in geopolitics, finance, or industry, because the system does not require your awareness to act. The chains form regardless of your attention. Look at the debt system. It's not just governments borrowing. It's a machine designed to control. Each loan, each bond, each currency shift is another link in a chain that touches your life. Even small decisions like paying off a mortgage, buying a car, or taking a student loan are affected by forces you cannot see. You may think you are in control, but the system has already moved, recalculated, and adjusted long before you made your choice. And when the chain tightens, what you thought was yours can vanish in months, sometimes weeks. Every cent matters, every decision compounds. And the worst part, most people never see the pattern until it's too late. Ask yourself, are you really in control or just convinced that you are? Each day without awareness is another day the system quietly takes more. Industrial relocation isn't just about companies moving factories. It's about jobs, income, and local economies being reshaped without your consent. Factories move overseas, production shifts, energy policies change. Suddenly, what you relied on for security is gone. Every factory that closes, every industry that relocates, is another piece of control removed from your life. Europe, trapped between superpowers, cannot shield you from these pressures. Your access to goods, services, and employment, all of it is being quietly redefined, and most people are too distracted to notice. You may believe your life is stable, but the system has already started reordering it for you silently. And each new day brings more invisible shifts that compound and accelerate the erosion of your independence. You might not feel the change immediately, but the cracks are forming under your feet, and ignoring them will cost you dearly. Strategic autonomy sounds abstract, but it directly impacts you. When a nation loses control over its energy, technology, or trade, the consequences reach your wallet, your lifestyle, and your independence. Even small daily choices, what you buy, what you invest in, where you work, are influenced by these global maneuvers. And when the global power balance shifts, it's your stability that gets rewritten. You may feel safe, but the system is already testing how much control you can maintain. Your awareness is the only thing that can give you a step ahead. Ignorance is the system's ally. Understanding is your weapon. Consider this. Even a policy enacted thousands of miles away can make your savings worth less tomorrow, your job less secure, your future less certain. Every shift has a personal cost. Inflation isn't random. It's not an accident. It's a tool, and its effects are personal. Every price increase, every hidden tax in the form of lost purchasing power, affects you directly. Food, energy, housing, these are not abstractions. They are the measurable consequences of decisions made far from your sight, yet they land in your daily life. You may not feel it yet, but the erosion is steady. And because it's gradual, most people miss the warning signs until it's too late. Imagine paying more each month for the same essentials, while your income barely rises. That's not inflation, that's control slipping through your fingers. And when control slips unnoticed, it compounds, like a tide slowly pulling the shore away. Your awareness is the only thing preventing the tide from sweeping everything away. By the time most people notice, the chains are already tight. Ownership is gone. Independence is gone. Control is gone. But you can see it now before it's too late. Shadow history doesn't just explain systems. It reveals their personal impact. What happens in banks, boardrooms, and parliaments across the globe affects you more than you realize. Every policy, every debt issuance, every strategic realignment has a direct effect on your life. You can ignore it if you want, but you will remain a passive participant in your own shrinking control. Pay attention. This is your wake-up call. Each detail, each movement, each shift is a warning that demands your awareness. Understanding it now gives you an advantage most will never have. The system is not distant. It is personal. What happens in faraway capitals, financial centers, and industrial corridors impacts the decisions you can make, the assets you can hold, and the freedom you believe you have. Each collapse, each relocation, each restructuring, it is all designed to reshape the map of control. And until you understand where the cracks are, you cannot act. Awareness is the first and most crucial step to reclaiming what is being taken. Shadow history will show you where the cracks are before they swallow you. Your freedom, your ownership, your life, all depend on noticing these shifts in time. And once you see them, your understanding alone becomes your first line of defense. Every system has a pattern, every pattern affects you, and every day you wait without noticing is another day you lose more.